place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite hobby.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I thought we would start a bit of like a cozy hobby vlog. I have been having a think about the best way to incorporate all of my different interests into my YouTube channel in a way that it doesn't feel like I'm only putting out a video like once a year or so, because I did start trying to do like book vlogs and I have started trying to do like crochet vlogs, and honestly I don't have a great deal of time to spend doing every single hobby that I have. So I think that the way forward for me will be just doing like vlogs that encompasses all of them and just kind of carving out some time to do some things for me, but then sort of going through with you guys what I end up picking up and what I end up doing. I have got quite into reading books recently, and that is what I am spending the most of my free time doing, and that is probably what we're going to be doing today. I have also got my crochet out as well. I showed you guys a while ago a crochet project that I'm working on at the moment, which is basically a lightweight jumper for my daughter, and it's going so slowly because it's a proper pattern that I have to follow, and when I'm done for the evening I just don't want to engage my brain all that much, and I'm kind of learning that now, that yes, it'd be nice to learn more in the way of crochet, but also sometimes I just want to crochet on mindless things, and that's okay. So I've got one of my big blanket style crochets out. I've basically got a granny square that I've just been continuously doing, and I will probably show you that later on. It's getting towards the end of it now. I'd really like to make one of those big slouchy cardigans with it, but we will see. I think I've just started the last ball of wool that I've got for that, so if it ends up being nice and I like it, I might well do more in different colours. We will see. It's like a mustard colour, so it's very like autumn winter, but we will see. Today I've basically been getting some work done, doing some bits around the house, and I am pretty much finished with all of that for today. I just need to go and collect my daughter from school in about 10 minutes, and once I've done that and cooked dinner and all the good stuff, I am hoping to get some time this evening to start a new book, because I haven't long finished my last book. And I have a big pile just up here. I've got my Kallax unit here, which has got loads of my stuff. It's basically what I use for storage. And on top of it, I have this big like basket full of books that I want to read at the moment, and it is overflowing, and yet I couldn't help myself but purchase a new book from Tesco. I think that was yesterday that I did that, and it is this one right here. Now, I am really in the mood to be reading just a cute Christmas fun book, and I mean, for a start, the front cover got me because, as you guys know, as I have told you before, this kind of like cursive writing with like a cute house on the front with like a cartoony kind of style is my absolute favourite kind of book cover, and I don't know why. It's just I look at it and I go, oh, that looks like a nice book. I don't know why. But I read Sarah Morgan's Christmas book from last year, and I really enjoyed it. And I have now read two books. The last two books that I have read I haven't loved, and I am really in the mood to just read a book that I really love, and I'm also feeling very, very festive. So when I saw this in Tesco, I thought, you know what, that's the book that I want to read next, because I knew that I would really enjoy the Sarah Morgan book, and the fact that it's just Christmas, it's nice, and it's much smaller than the other books that I've been trying to read. I got through nearly halfway through Marion Keyes' new book and couldn't finish it. And then the last book that I read was, I think, 639 pages, and it was okay, but it wasn't my favourite. And I think I touched on this in my last vlog, but essentially I'm going to start looking now for anything kind of chick litty like this. I'm going to try and make sure that it's not too many pages, because it feels like it doesn't need to be that long. This one's just over 400 pages, but the font is quite big inside, so it shouldn't take me long. And I think because I'm really in the mood for this type of book, and I know that I like Sarah Morgan's writing, I think that I'll get through this pretty quickly. I'm really excited about this one, actually, as you can probably tell. Really looking forward to getting started on this a little bit later. But I'm going to stop waffling for now, go and do the bits that I need to do, and then at some point we will start reading this. And I will come back to you and let you know what I think. I'm going to film this over today and tomorrow, so I will come back to you probably tomorrow to have another discussion to see how far we've got, and yeah, we will come back to it tomorrow. Hello everyone, it has been a couple of days and I have not read that book at all yet. Basically it's been a busy week, but we are going to rectify that this afternoon. I've just come home from work. It's Thursday and I've actually come home from work a bit early today. I came home at lunchtime. I'm still logged on my laptop, but there was basically nobody in the office at all. And there was no reason for me to be there. Like, all the meetings that I normally have were not on today. So I've come home at lunchtime, just walked the dog quickly, and I'm basically going to do a bit of a tidy up, a bit of a shifty around, because this house is always a little bit of a mess on a Thursday afternoon, just from like the whole week of running around, like work and just being busy, that kind of thing. So I'm going to have a quick like 30-minute tidy up and make a coffee, and then I'm going to sit and start that book basically. But I wanted to show you guys, so I was talking to you about having having got back out like my mindless crochet, and it is in here. So it's in this gorgeous bag that I got from Etsy. I will link the details of the shop down below. I absolutely love this bag. It's a nice big wedge bag with a zip. It's got the little tag on the zip to make it easy to close. It's got this, which I love as well, just makes it easy to carry, like you could strap that onto something, and I just love it. It's a really solid bag, but I will link it down below which Etsy shop I got it from. Really decent price actually compared to a lot of others, and it is a UK based shop as well. So basically I have got this huge granny square that I have been crocheting on forever, and I kind of, with my brain being a little bit dead at the end of a day, I just don't have it in me, especially at the moment, to be doing like learning new patterns and stuff. And so I've decided that there's absolutely no shame in just doing something easy, something mindless, to just keep you busy and just to do something that you enjoy. So that's what I've been doing. Just in the evenings when we watch TV, I've just been doing like half an hour or so of this at a time, just whenever I feel like I want to pick it up. And I'm on the last ball of wool that I've got for it. I need to check the size, because my intention was to make it into a granny cocoon cardigan, like a slouchy cardigan. And I don't actually know how big it needs to be. I think we're nearly there. But I do want it kind of oversized and slouchy if I've got the yarn to do it. if I don't have enough yarn in this to do it, I might, if I can't get this exact yarn, I might just get like a darker chocolate brown to do like a border on it and to do like a little bit of a sleeve to bring it in a little bit. Basically, if you haven't seen these, you do a huge granny square and then you fold each square down into the middle. I'm showing you this really badly, but you do that and then you sew along the edges and you end up with just like a slouchy, really nice cardigan. I will see if I can get photos online and insert them in this video if I can. But I wanted to show you guys that because I've been working on this all week and some of last week as well. So I have been working on that and I've been really enjoying it. It's just an easy mindless task to do. Like, I struggle so much to, if we're watching TV, to just sit and watch TV, and if I try and sit and watch TV and don't have some crochet or something going, I end up just on my phone, and it's a bad habit, but I think it's because I've always crocheted or knitted and it feels a bit weird to just be sitting in front of the TV and not doing anything, and I always end up falling asleep as well. So having some stitching going is really helpful to me. It makes me not fall asleep. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a tidy up, make a coffee, and then like whip the hoover around, that sort of thing, and then get started on that book before I have to pick Aubrey up. And then later this evening I will definitely get time to read my book as well. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of reading time in today, and I'm hoping that I will read enough to be able to report back to you so if I like that book or not. I'm really excited about it, so I'm really hoping that I do like it. But yeah, let's go and do the things and then have as much time as possible to read later.
It's an early December morning, no one but we are. We look out the window as it's starting to snow, and I realize as you hand me the door, we got by. Falling just like these snowflakes, tumbling down, round and around. I'm falling just like these snowflakes, falling for you, falling for you. Hadn't counted on love for Christmas. This caught me right off guard, but I ain't complaining. It's a wonderful present, a gift that comes in the shape of a heart. And I'm falling just like these snowflakes, tumbling down, round and around. I'm falling just like these snowflakes, falling for you, falling for you. And if I were to make a wish upon a star, would it be too much to ask? A place forever in your arms, and for this moment to last. Because I'm falling just like these snowflakes, tumbling down, round and round. And I'm falling just like these snowflakes, falling for you. I'm falling for you.
nice. Good morning, everyone. It is a few days later since I last caught up with you, and as you have seen this morning, I have gone and taken Jax for a really lovely walk, and this is just my favourite kind of weather, but it's quite dark. It's quite a dark and gloomy day, hence why I'm in this strange location right here, because this is the best I can do for lighting right now. It's such a gloomy day, but like it's got that nice, you would have seen, I took some clips, but it's got that really nice sky where like the sky just looks pretty and it just looks like winter, and I don't know how else to explain it besides that, but yeah, that makes me so happy. So we've had a good morning. We have been for a nice walk, been about 3.5 miles. I've dropped Aubrey off at school before we went. I've been for a nice walk. I've just come home and made a coffee, which I have got in this ridiculous mug that says, "I may be many things, but I'll never be a Tory." And if you ever see me using this mug, I just want to put out a disclaimer in that I'm not a political person. I don't care. I don't understand it. I don't want to comment on it. This isn't like some like statement. Basically last year Chris's family do Secret Santa, and last year they decided to do Evil Santa, and that's the one where you just buy a present for, we said, a maximum of £20-ish, and you just pick one off the pile, and whichever one that you get, you've got one steal available, so everyone takes it in turns to take something from the pile. If you don't like what you've got, you can steal it. And basically I ended up picking up this mug and a Boris Johnson t-shirt. And the reason why it was so funny is because I'm the only person in the family who's from a conservative area, so it became like a bit of a joke. So yeah, this mug's kind of sentimental in like a really strange way. It was just like a really fun time, but these are not my opinions, is what I wanted to say. I look really tired, and I can I feel my eyes watering, which always happens when I'm really tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, but we're not going to get into that now. We are going to enjoy the coffee. The coffee is much needed this morning, and then I'm going to talk to you about the book that I've been reading. I think in the last clip where I actually spoke to you, I think that I said I was going to start reading my book and then report back as to how I'm getting on. So that's what we're going to do now. But before we do that, you guys saw me making this coffee this morning in our V60, which has become our favourite way of making coffee. We had a bean to cup machine before, and we've got quite into making coffee, and the V60 for us has been the nicest way to do it. But I'm also using some really nice coffee beans, and I just wanted to show you guys. This is a treat, so this isn't something that I have all the time. I don't use our V60 every day. Like when you're getting up in the morning and like running off to the office, I will just either not have a coffee or I will make an instant and put it in my to-go cup. So please don't think that I spend like 10-15 minutes every time that I make coffee. I don't, but when I have the time to do it, it's really nice. So we bought these coffee beans from a local coffee shop near us. So this is Keith's of Cirencester, and it's the chocolate praline flavour, and they have so many different flavours. Like if you like subtly flavoured coffee, like not like the super syrupy kind of sugary flavour, but if you like a very small amount of flavour, I would really highly recommend doing that. We bought beans, we've got a proper grinder, we grind them fresh, and it just makes the nicest coffee. That is expensive. This small pouch cost us £7.49, but like I said, I don't have this very often at all. I will have it a couple of times a week, and that's lasted me probably about a month. So it's been an investment, and it's been something that I really look forward to and enjoy when I do have it. Oh, my cat is meowing. 1 second. just let him out. He loves to be outside. He's getting old now, bless him, and he used to be outside pretty much all the time. We would barely see him, and nowadays he snuggles in with us a lot, and he doesn't like very often cuddle you, but he'll be next to you, so he wants to be close to you but not like snuggling unless it's on his terms. And quite often he'll come and get into bed with me at night and snuggle into me at night, and then like for 10 minutes he'll snuggle and then go off and sleep in his little spots. But he's 13 now, so he's getting old, and we've got a cat who lives just across the road now, who's not long moved in. She's very young, she's about 8 months old, and she's such a lovely cat, but I do worry that they are going to butt heads, because I think they are both of that nature, unfortunately. But there's not a lot I could do. But I always say to him, be nice to Oreo, as if he understands that, but never mind. So as the caffeine sinks in, I just wanted to chat to you about this week. So this week has been very successful in a lot of ways, and especially with my hobbies. So I showed you my crochet. I'm not going to get it out because it looks exactly the same, but I have been crocheting on it just in the evenings when we're watching TV. It was Bake Off last night, so I watched the Bake Off and did like a little bit of it. When we watch Supernatural in the evenings together, I do a little bit of it then, and it's just been a really nice thing to just pick up and mindlessly do some stitches. And I definitely need to do more of that kind of crocheting rather than trying to force myself to do different, like learn different stitches and stuff. Like I definitely want to keep learning stuff in crochet, but at the moment I'm so tired all the time that I don't think I can retain the information, unfortunately. So just picking up a big granny square has been really lovely this week, and I've been reading a fair bit as well. So last time I spoke to you guys, I was starting this Christmas book, which is Sarah Morgan's new Christmas book, and it's called The Christmas Book Club. And I've not read loads of it, but I've been reading it in like 15-20 minute spurts, and I'm currently on page 121 and chapter 7. So it's just sort of setting up the book, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is exactly the kind of book that I needed to read. I needed to pick up after reading a couple of books that just weren't really clicking for me at the time. And this has just been such a refreshing book to pick up, and it's definitely the thing that I was in the mood to be reading. And there's no shame in, if you want to read something that's light, fluffy, cute, just makes you feel good, there's absolutely no shame in that, and that was exactly what I was needing. So really pleased that I've picked this one up. Basically it's from several different perspectives. It's the different women in this book club, plus there is a very Christmassy hotel set in Vermont called the Maple Sugar Inn, and it's like a really Christmassy place. So far we've kind of had the lives set up of the lady who runs the hotel, so Hattie, and then the 3 friends who do the book club, and they have basically booked a trip to the hotel, and there's something else going on. That's kind of what's been alluded to, that I haven't got any further yet, and it's just been really nice. It's just given me all of the cozy vibes. It's definitely, like I said, what I needed to pick up at this time, and it's just been a really nice read so far. I don't think I would be, I'm not even going to think about ratings yet, but I don't think it's going to be the best book that I've ever read, but it's going to be, I think, a really fun, easy read. And so far of what I've read, I would really recommend this book for either getting for yourself to read around the festive season. If it's too early for you to start reading it, fair enough, and you want to like save it for Christmas Eve, like if you've got a good bit of time on Christmas Eve to snuggle up with a book, I would really recommend getting this book. Or if you gift books to people, this is definitely a nice one. If you know someone who's like me and just enjoys cutesy books most of the time, this is probably for them. It's a really sweet book from what I have read so far. So I'm really pleased that I picked this one up, and I'm just looking forward to reading it more, and I'm going to read a bit more of it today. I need to nip out to pick up some dog food because Jax has run out of food. He ran out last night, and I think I'm going to do that soon. So I'm going to keep on drinking my coffee, and I think I'm going to end this vlog here because I don't think I'm going to have a great deal of time to then come back to you again. I would rather come back to you in a few more days when I've read another bit of a chunk, because like I say, I've been busy-ish. I've not had hours to sit and read, but I've had 20 minutes here and there to read. So let me get a bit further through and I will report back to you on that one. But I spoke to you recently as well about wanting to read 12 books this year. I can't remember if it was this vlog or the last one. I've been editing a lot the last couple of days because I've had a little bit of time, because I was a bit behind, like I said to you guys, after I took a bit of a unplanned break from YouTube. But I'm up to date again now. I can't remember if it was this vlog that I've recorded or one that I edited that I said that I was wanting to read 12 books this year to hit my target, and I think I've got 3 books left. So if I carry on at the rate that I'm going, that will be no problem at all, as long as I don't pick up really big fat books again that I am struggling to get through, which I don't think I'm going to do. I think this lead up to Christmas now, I'm going to pick up stuff like this and just enjoy myself and just relax, especially because, you know, the hustle and bustle of end of November going into December, there's a lot of stuff going on, and when I want to read, I want to just switch off and enjoy myself. So I think that over the next few weeks, you'll see me reading stuff like this and just finishing my year on some nice, easy, cute reads. But I will definitely keep on sharing them with you because I've really enjoyed doing this vlog. Let me know down below if you have enjoyed this kind of style. I've been toying with what to do with my YouTube for a while. Obviously I started my YouTube to try and keep myself on track with weight loss and stuff, and that's been up and down, and some days I feel like sharing that and some days I don't. And at the moment I'm really focusing on looking after myself as a whole, and I'm just enjoying like finding my personality again and seeing how that's changed since having a child. It's definitely something that takes a while to realize that you're not going to go back to the old version of yourself. You're still going to have that person in you somewhere, but you're not going to be exactly the same as you were before. So, and even like my book styles, I have completely changed the kind of books that I enjoy reading since having a child, and it's been quite interesting for me to go through that journey. And I think I'm out the other end of that journey now, and I've accepted that things have changed, which has taken such a long time, but I'm happy with where I'm at the moment. And I've had a few weeks of not really trying with my weight loss, and the last few days have really got back into it, and at the moment I'm just enjoying doing that quietly. And I will share about it at some point. I just don't know when. It might be in a few days, it might be in a few weeks, it might be in a few months. But my mindset has definitely shifted, and I only want to share the information when I feel like it's time. And I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I've been trying to like fit in my hobbies and stuff to different videos, and I think it makes sense for me to just do a video about my hobbies and do that once every couple of weeks or so, just to fill you guys in. And like I said, I love getting like the cozy vibes going, and I hope that that has come through in this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll assess and keep thinking about what we're going to do moving forwards. But thank you very much for watching, especially if you watched all the way through to the end. I really appreciate it, and the comments that I get, I really appreciate them as well, and I do try to respond to every single one of them. And yeah, I hope you are all very well. I hope you've all been taking some time to yourself over these last few weeks, and I hope you will continue to take some time for yourself over the following weeks as things get a bit more hectic as we head towards Christmas. But I'll catch up with you again either in a few days or next week, and I'll come back to you and let you know once I've read a bit more of this book. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in another one very soon.